Hi, everybody, and welcome to Different Leaf. I'm Brit Smith, and I finally have some great news. The House has passed a bill that could legalize marijuana, more on that later, and it's about to be my favorite holiday of all, Boxing Day. It's like a second Christmas, but better because it requires way less energy and it has way more chocolate. Other Brits can back me up on that. We've all got trees to trim, menorahs to light, stockings to stuff, and a pandemic that is making it way harder to shop locally right now. Also, what do you even get nowadays for the stoner in your life? Everyone I know already has pipes and papers, and that's about all I can think to get. But luckily for us, today we're going to be talking to Different Leaf's phenomenal pot product guru, John Arvanitis. John has done all the hard research for us, and he's picked out the best of the batch when it comes to cannabis-oriented holiday gift ideas. All the products and organizations that John is about to share with us, he's written about in our latest fall issue of Different Leaf, the magazine, which just hit stores and dispensary shelves last week, by the way. If you go to differentleaf.com, you can find a physical location selling the magazine near you, or you can order issues to be mailed to you. Another great holiday gift idea. And if you don't have your copy of the magazine on hand right now, may I recommend that you go to Twitter or Instagram and find us at Different Leaf or at different_leaf, so that you can browse along with us this episode and explore some of the best ganja gifts on the market. Trust me, this stuff is beyond eye candy. It's art. Enjoy it. Hello, John. How are you?
I'm doing about as well as can be expected here in East Hampton, Massachusetts. It's getting a little cold outside, but other than that, me and my cat are having a great time over here in Western Massachusetts. How are you today, Brit?
I'm doing well, thank you. I mean, the pandemic is sucking. It's going on forever. But we've been doing this podcast since the beginning of it, so at least we've had this cool project to kind of keep us going. So this time around, we've got the fall 2020 issue that has come out. And you've done some writing on a bunch of products that I'm really interested in. Because, of course, we're coming up to the holiday season. I've got Hanukkah, I've got Christmas, I've got a lot of people to buy some little stocking stuffers for. And you seem to be the person in the know about what is out there right now for cannabis consumers. So can you tell me a little bit about the products that you were looking at for this issue?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was a little bit of a cannabis novice at the beginning of my tenure here, and now I've got 3-4 issues under my belt of writing about these products. So I've kind of seen some patterns emerge over time where we have some like sweet, fun, low dosage stuff, some kind of like more expensive, nerdy products for people who know exactly what they're looking for from their cannabis consumption experience. So I'm happy to give you a little bit of a rundown of some of the things that I wrote about for this issue that I think would be kind of perfect for anybody at any different level of cannabis consumption in their life. You want to hear about some of these?
I'd love to. Let's do it.
Awesome. Perfect. So the first one that I would point out is the Cannabox. So this is a subscription box, and I think especially right now we're getting basically everything delivered to our front door just to remain safe and to not have to venture out into the world too often. And Brit, talk to me about the feeling of when a package arrives at your front door and you know it's not a bill and it's something that's potentially exciting.
It's like Christmas is in that box. I know what I ordered. It doesn't matter. I kind of sometimes I forget what I ordered. Sometimes I order things stoned, and then it's a nice surprise. But it's like the only small bit of joy that I'm getting in my days lately is when I get a package at the door. I love it.
Amazing. See, that is my exact feeling as well. And if you do the Cannabox subscription for someone in your life, you can prepay this subscription service, and there's no commitment, right? So you can pick the lowest level, the highest level. The lowest level at this subscription box starts at $14.99, and you can gift somebody, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months of this cannabis subscription box arriving at their front door. And if they like it, they can continue the service through the year, or they can change the theme of the box, or they can increase the amount of stuff that they're getting. Kind of think of it, and this is kind of just how my stupid brain works, but I saw it as kind of like a bark box, but for humans that features, a combination of premium glass pipes, bongs, rolling papers, rolling trays, snacks, gear, lots and lots of different stuff. And if you're curious about what kind of stuff you can expect to see in your Cannabox delivery, you can search hashtag Cannabox on social, and you can see what other folks have received in the past. So for that person who is definitely into cannabis and maybe they only have like an old pipe and some flour laying around, you can get them the subscription box and maybe broaden their horizons a little bit.
And there's a lot of different products out there right now that, as an old school smoker who usually just rolls joints, you wouldn't even think about, like the cool little one hitters you can get and the pre-packed glass pipes and all kinds of things out there now. So I'm sure that there's a lot of great gear to get a hold of. What about some stuff that would be good for brand new users? What would you recommend that we have in the magazine right now that might be good for somebody who's kind of curious?
Curious. Okay, that's an excellent question. So two things sort of jumped to my attention when I was writing these little front of book features, and it's kind of these sweet items that come in a low dosage that you can control the consumption of. So I have two little sweet CBD items that would operate kind of as nice stocking stuffers, or something that you could give to someone who might not be so comfortable getting very high, but can then like control their own dosage. So there's the Sweet Serenity Cbd, the H2 Botanics maple sugar, which is made in-house using maple sugar harvested on a small family-run Vermont farm. Can you think of something more New England than that? So it's a CBD infused maple sugar, and it can sort of function as a direct replacement in any food or drinks that have sugar added to them already. And what I did is added some of the CBD maple sugar in its kind of solid form to some steel cut oats on a Saturday morning. And then I just kind of chilled out, took a bath, played some video games, and I was just kind of in that like softer body high CBD zone. Or if you're looking for that like modern hippie speedball, you can add some of that maple sugar right into your coffee or your favorite espresso. And that comes in a 5-pack of like little sugar packets, and it's only $20.
So what do you think the difference is when you're trying things that are THC, something infused like sugar, versus CBD? What is the real body, like the physical difference that you feel with those CBD products?
That's a really good question. And I'm kind of the mind that a lot of these, mind altering, body altering experiences are like deeply subjective. So I can really only speak from my own personal experience. And I find that when I'm experiencing something that has THC, and I'm definitely in my own mind about the experience, and my perceptions of reality can change, not drastically, but can like shift 1 or 2 clicks to the left or to the right. Whereas anytime I've eaten CBD, or I've like taken a hit of a CBD joint, or like did a CBD vape, I find that I'm just kind of like chilling out, and I'm still present in my own mind in a similar way as I am when I'm sober. But I get to have like more of a like physical bodily relaxation. If having a CBD experience is something that you might find interesting or enjoyable, or maybe you haven't done it before, the Molly Jones Cbd Gumdrops are awesome. So they come in a 9-pack box, and there's 3 different top selling flavors, 3 samples of each of those flavors. And are you ready for these? It's signature berry, lemon lavender, and plum cardamom.
Oh, that sounds like something from the Great British Bake Off. That sounds amazing.
Super decadent. You can totally pop 2 of these and then watch 6 episodes of Great British Bake Off, and you will totally forget about the world. And, as with any CBD product or cannabis product, I recommend experimenting with dosage. So each one of these little gumdrops is a specific dosage. and they're like very intentional about measuring that out. So what you can do is you can buy 2 of these 9 packs and then kind of commit to being like, okay, I'm going to take 1 of these and I'm going to observe how that makes me feel. And then the next time I'm ready to do it, maybe I'll take 1.5 and see how that makes me feel. And then maybe the next time I'm going to get adventurous and I'm going to take 2. So it's, again, a nice controlled experience. And these gumdrops are all made by hand in small batches with natural fruit flavors, broad spectrum CBD, originally grown in America.
It's also a really discreet way to ingest your cannabis, because not everybody is into smoking, vaping, eating some sort of gooey cookie or brownie. This is a really easy, quick way to just sort of pop one in your mouth and just lay back and relax and watch a movie. Tell me about something else that you really enjoyed from this batch of goodies.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've kind of gone over some like lower price point, like nicer things, stocking stuffers, services for folks who are kind of curious. This product is kind of the opposite of that. It's for that person in your life who has like long, beautifully groomed hair. Their apartment is always spotless. They've got their stick of sage on the mid-century modern coffee table. She loves Megan Thee Stallion and Steely Dan somehow. She's got like all these different areas of interest. We all have somebody like this, right? And for this person, I highly recommend the Rolling Tray by Edie Parker in alabaster. It's always in cursive when they put it on their website, in alabaster. And it's kind of like the height of bougie chic design, and it holds your grinder and your joints in place and provides ample space for all of your other smoking accessories. It's really like a design object that you have kind of on display in your living room or your nightside table. It's $250, which, for a lot of us is pretty pricey, but please find it in this upcoming issue. I can't really do it justice via just a description. You'll see it and you'll get what the vibe is.
Very classy looking. Another one that really caught my eye and seems to be for that same sort of femme fatale in your life is the House of Puff. They have the pre-rolled cones made from organic hemp paper. The other product that I saw that seemed to be sort of in that same vein was the Ardent products. Anything made by Ardent, by Chanel Lindsay. She makes lots of different devices that sort of change the state of cannabis bud to something that you can just sprinkle on top of food and eat it. These are all products that seem to be aimed at women, specifically at women, or at some sort of femininity to them.
Yeah, and on that topic, the kind of like women, or maybe I would say kind of like femme adjacent products, I really like the attuning hair potion from Frig Beauty. This is maybe my most favorite product that I got a chance to write about. Kimberly Dillon is the founder of Frig Beauty. Honestly, like just reading her story on her website and scrolling through her Instagram, I was like, we could do 2,000 words on just like her journey to becoming kind of like a thought leader in the health and wellness space. But, for brevity's sake, I'll say that she was going through this like kind of very stressful point in her life and was like noticing more hair in the sink and kind of like some skin issues, and was realizing that this was all sort of an external expression of her inner stress. And this realization, along with a journey through the jungle and lots of self-reflection, led to the creation of her own beauty and wellness brand, focused specifically on stress reduction. And this attuning hair potion is one of like the most popular and final products of this. So with some slight additions and mixed in with some of your other favorite wellness products, the hair tonic can kind of function as a hair oil or a scalp oil or a hair mask or a scalp rub, or really any extension care to address some of those kind of pervasive issues of pain and tightness at the scalp. So if you're braiding your hair or if you have your hair up in a tight ponytail, you can kind of rub some of